Ladies and gentlemen, this is your feature bout of the night and is sponsored by Action 24/7. It's in the lightweight division and scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 152.6 pounds. He has a professional record of 9 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. He represents Derby City MMA out of Louisville, Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Magic Mike Roberts. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 154.2 pounds. He has a professional record of 5 wins with 3 losses. He's representing Nashville MMA and the 38 Chambers, right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dedrek Break 'em Down Sanders.
I am excited to see this fight.
Yeah, me too. Roberts, very calculated on the feet. Dedrek really opened it up the last time we saw him and was throwing a lot of damage early, so it's interesting to see the game plans these guys are going to implement. Luke Wilson's got the task of controlling the action. It is our second pro bout of the evening underway.
Nice, these guys are engaged. Here we have 2 really good high-level guys. They're working on the underhooks, fighting for the underhooks, fighting for position, fighting for back against the cage. Lots of knees flying.
Monty, you said it, 2 well-tenured pros. Why waste time? Get right down to business here in the first round.
Absolutely. What did you come to work for?
That's a great point. Not paid by the hour.
Yep, not paid by the hour. You know, I'm looking at the handwork and the fight here, underhook, overhook. These guys are grinding to try to get position, to get the space, to start working the game plan. A lot of power, a lot of strength here.
Man, we've had about 4 or 5 reversals already.
And absolutely, man. And they're both trying to work to get the clinch, the clinch to work for them. I think both of them have tried to go for the neck for a tie plum. There we go, buddy. Great hand and wrist control by Dedrek.
They're just not letting him get the body lock.
Absolutely. Great elbow across the top. And this is some of that training from the 38 Chambers. Those guys do a lot of great.
Roberts ends up underneath, even though he initiated the takedown.
Absolutely. He went for an inside leg trip and ended up in the takedown. But again, Dedrek's got to be careful. These guys from Derby City have great jiu-jitsu, great ground games. So they're going to keep the jiu-jitsu tight. Now he's throwing elbows from the bottom.
It's a great look there from our cameraman cage side here. Great work by those guys here tonight. Giving all you fans on Spectation Sports a great look at this action inside the cage. Sanders going some body shots here on the ground and pound.
Absolutely, and Roberts is, he tried to lock in the Kimura from the bottom. He had the wrong angle for it, but he's, you know, obviously Sanders realizes that his grappling is at the level where he'll go for something like that. So Sanders is trying to separate the space, get back, stand up, and create opportunity. Yes, there you go.
Well, blood has been drawn in our second straight pro contest. One of those blows drew a cut on the side of the head of Roberts.
Sanders is not letting him stand up. He's right. He caught him. He caught him with an over. He caught him.
Dedrek is dangerous. He really is dangerous.
And those elbows landed. He landed some damage with those elbows. And right now he's working for to get his grab. Oh man, the blood is flowing. The blood is flowing.
And there's 2 minutes 30 seconds left in this round to work here. And Sanders such a dangerous individual.
Absolutely. Roberts is in a situation where he needs to get up or create some kind of space. Oh, great step over the mount. Great step over the mount. The cage is actually helping Roberts right now not get fully mounted. But Sanders is going for the head and arm choke. He's going to use the positioning to get himself. This is a great grappling exhibition from these guys.
Yeah, Roberts in his last regional fight that I watched tape on was strong enough and skilled enough at the times when he found himself on his back to work his way, and that's experience he's going to have to draw upon right now.
Absolutely. And I think now we're going to see Sanders try to push the fight out against away from the cage a little bit, so he can implement his strike. He's throwing body shots,
Man,
head
those
shots.
gotta hurt. Those guys, I know they don't look like much, but that adds up.
Absolutely. And now he's got a position where he's going for the back, and he's got the choke. He's got his hand under the neck. This is dangerous. Ow.
I'm sure Roberts wishes he wasn't bleeding, but again, the blood making it slick here might aid him in being able to kind of shirk off some of these grappling exchanges. And sure enough, as I say it, Roberts is able to get back to his feet.
Now the question is, you know, what energy was expended by Sanders in this exchange? Where's Robert at? And Robert is going for that inside leg trip. That's what he's going for. He's trying to get an inside leg trip to climb him down to go so he can get in top position. But Sanders is throwing elbows. He's throwing heat to not let him get his hands in position to do it.
Yeah, Sanders' last fight where I was able to witness his KO, there was a round 2 KO. So obviously, you know, he got a stoppage. I do know that Michael Roberts, you know, he fought a decision. So we know he does have 15 minutes of cardio in him, that he's able to be effective. We got a low blow here that's going to give us a brief pause. Roberts was the victim there of an inadvertent low blow from Sanders. Taking a minute to let him recover, get him cleaned up here. Luke Wilson going to allot him as much time as he needs to recover.
Absolutely. And you know, I'm you know, liking these fighters a game. Referee encourages them to take a couple of seconds, you know, breathe. This is a pro bout. This is on your record forever.
Yeah, and I did notice that Roberts does have some of his hand wraps coming a little bit loose here, so a little bit of housekeeping here while he recovers, get him trimmed up. And one thing I noticed, you know, you did mention the energy management of Sanders. He is wearing like an extra compression sleeve on his right leg. I don't know if, you know, something's banged up, but if we do go longer into this fight, I'm curious to see if his mobility is in any way compromised. Oh, that body kick was big from Sanders.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a good point. You know, what does that do to you? You know, sometimes compressions, he is throwing some good body kicks.
It may mean nothing, and I don't have any information to suggest that there's an injury or anything like that. I just noticed it.
Oh, he's throwing 3 body kicks. He's throwing, these guys are exchanging well. With this pace, the second round is going to be, these guys got a lot of experience. I know they understand how to control the cardio. And there he is again. Roberts is going for that inside leg trip. It's gotten him in trouble a couple of times, but
yeah.
You know, that's something that that's his thing. And his good elbow. And I absolutely respect Roberts for going for his game plan. He wants that trip to work. He's got something from there.
Nice combination there by Roberts.
Absolutely, nice
the
combination by Roberts.
Oh, and he slipped on a knee to the body. But
what a round one, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to round number 2. Let them hear you, Nashville.
Watching Roberts go back to his corner there, it doesn't look like he's pleased with the way that round 1 went for him, although he did have something to hang his hat on there at the end of the round. He found a nice combination with the hands and was starting to open it up. Sanders enjoyed more success, I would say, of the 2 fighters in that round, but got to be wary here. You know, you're fighting a dangerous guy in Magic Michael Roberts.
Absolutely, man. This is, again, styles make fights. These guys, their style is very similar. They're throwing a lot of the same things in the pocket. Now let's see where energy, fatigue. That was a high output round.
It was nonstop action. Do you think Roberts' corner going to give many words of advice as far as executing that inside trip? We saw it was a technique he went for, but didn't necessarily pay off.
Absolutely, and I think that what he should do, his corner should tell him, is probably get a full body clinch before he goes for it. The reason he's not been able to land it, he's not been close enough to get it. So it's giving Sanders time to step back or step away from it. If you do a body clinch close and stand the person up, they can't get away from the trip. They don't have an opportunity for it.
You know, great analysis and great action. You know, everything's complimentary here tonight. Sanders and Roberts back underway here in the second round.
Sanders comes out. Oh, he caught him. He caught him right in the middle. And Roberts. Oh, great kick.
That body kick has been such a weapon for Sanders.
Again, the output of this fight is tremendous. Again, this is what working professionals do. And Sanders shoots. Roberts shoots for the takedown. Sanders sprawls.
You do see the professionalism with the physique, with the technique, and just with the dogged determination. This is what these men do.
I'll tell you, man, sometimes records don't fully tell the tale. These guys are skilled mixed martial artists on many different levels, man. In
the case of Sanders, too, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but I know some of his losses have come against some of the best names in the sport, guys who are fighting for very, very high-ranking promotions. And you know, I'm sad to say I don't know the complete background of Roberts' record, but the way he's fighting, there's a level. You know, these guys are pros. There's a level. You're not just jumping in there and standing up against one of these guys.
This is a job. This is a job that these guys need to get their skill sets where they need to be. Now we're back on the break, back in the middle.
It's so evenly matched.
Absolutely evenly matched. Same age, same size, man. Oh, now he's got the clinch. This is the
that's
top
dangerous.
run. Yep.
That is dangerous work.
Dangerous work. Oh, that he caught him on the ribs with that. The knees are coming. Oh, the knees are coming. And even the knee doesn't look hard. There's a lot of power. Oh!
And then the elbow. Those are the hardest parts of the body.
Absolutely, man.
I think a second cut has been opened up on Michael Roberts, courtesy of an elbow from Dedrek Sanders. But he's got his opponent backed up against the cage right now. Roberts got to try and find something that gives him some momentum here in this fight with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second round. Oh, those elbows are vicious. There's the body lock.
Now he's going to work the trip from the body lock. He's either going to work an outside or inside trip. He'll throw the knees to get the legs to open, and then he's either going to take his leg and go inside or go for an outside trip. He's going to try to get the fight down. There we go. That's what he's going for, and Sanders is ready for it.
Yeah, Michael Roberts tougher than a $2 steak, though. He's eating the punishment, and he's still trying to execute his game plan.
Boy, these guys are bleeding.
Sanders is covered in his opponent's blood right now.
Oh, nice uppercut.
And for all the damage that Roberts is wearing, if you looked at his face, you wouldn't know it. The guy is unfazed almost in a catatonic state. You know, he just doesn't even want to give Sanders the satisfaction of seeing him wear any pain.
Now Roberts has got opportunity to try for the single. Sanders is going to have to keep his leg inside, or he's going to have to put it to the outside, put his shin on the outside of his thigh, so he can't run the pipe. Right now, he's going to try to pull his leg and run the pipe.
For fans at home who might not know what that means, what is running the pipe?
Running the pipe is a wrestling terminology. When you grab a single leg and you stand up with it, you have to turn to the outside to set the person down. But Sanders defended it well. These guys are exchanging right now.
No pipe was run. They just decided
They just decided to exchange leather, man.
They decided to bash each other in the face with those weapons. What a grueling pace here in the second round, much like the first.
He's still going for that leg trip, but he doesn't have he's not close enough or in the right spot. It's hard to get it against a cage like that. And Sanders, I've got to give him credit, man. He's got his back and he's working the cage. Oh, nice elbow.
Yeah, such good work from in tight there.
Absolutely, man.
And you were saying these Nashville MMA guys, you know, with the striking coaches, that's a point of emphasis.
Absolutely. Elbows, knees. These guys have damage.
Oh, good God.
There's lots of damage here, man.
Goodness gracious. How tough is Michael Roberts? Kick to the body.
He's taking the elbow. He's still coming forward. He's never stopped coming forward, man.
Just walked onto a counter shot there.
It reminds me of the Korean Zombie.
Yes.
Absolutely, man.
Chan Sung Jung.
Chan Sung Jung, man. Just keep coming forward.
There's the clacker here. We enter the final 10 seconds of round number 2. Sanders in his corner got to be feeling pretty happy, but man, both of these guys are so dangerous.
Absolutely, man. And we go to round 3.
What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed to a third and final round.
I've got an edge to Sanders in round 1 and 2. I think he's inflicted much more damage.
I'm right there with him.
Roberts has tried to implement his game plan. He's really
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10 o'clock.
He's not been able to land it.
Nashville tap
I
truck.
will
Nash
tell you
Taps
this,
is calling last
Roberts'
call. You
team
got 15
is going to
minutes
tell him this round
to head
he's
on over
going to
there
have
and
to
get one
finish
more
this
brewski
thing.
before
Yeah,
you go
that is
home.
probably sound advice. I would score it 2 rounds, you know, in the books for Sanders. I did see that they're tending to I think the hand wraps are giving Michael Roberts a little bit of trouble. They've had to tend to him now twice in between rounds. This has just been a grueling one right here. You know, the blood has been spilled. Dedrek Sanders has really shown just high proficiency with in-close strikes, elbows, knees. He's got to be feeling pretty good.
both corners. They're both breathing heavy. Both men are breathing heavy.
How couldn't you be?
Absolutely. I hope these guys touch gloves and show us the game, show us the sport. Absolutely. There you go.
They thought about it. There you go.
They thought about it. A little mini one. Look at the cut above Robert's eye.
It's pretty gruesome. It's pretty gruesome. Sanders got to be mindful, you know, watch out for the big shot. But man, he's just putting on a clinic here with the striking tonight. The body kicks have been there all night.
Absolutely, man. And he's using his jab to keep Roberts away from him. He's flipping it out there so he can keep control of the space. Hey, bam! He just caught him with an elbow. Oh, he caught him. And Roberts just keeps coming back, man.
Unaffected here. Even when he takes significant damage, he throws something heavy back. Even though Sanders is ahead on points, just got to watch out because Roberts is a dangerous individual.
He's not stopped fighting the whole time. And Sanders is working a really good Muay Thai clinch, the palm to the neck,
these
throw the elbows.
Consecutive knees.
Absolutely, man. Tomorrow's going to be an icy day for both of these fellas.
Oh, my God. These are hurting me. They're right in front of us. You can hear it. This is a tough night at the office here for Michael Roberts.
Absolutely, you know, and this is going to be 3 minutes of grueling action. Roberts wants this thing on the ground. He's going to, you know, his game plan is not working, so he's got to figure it out. And I think Sanders trained really well for this fight because when Roberts goes to go for the body, he grabs his wrist and moves his wrist. He does not let him put his hands around his back together with both underhooks.
Dedrek Sanders, I would classify this as a complete performance.
Absolutely. Control.
Oh, these knees are adding up. In this round alone, he's probably north of 10.
Absolutely. And, you know, you got to wonder what, you know, the refs seeing this. And I applaud Roberts, man. This guy's fighting, but boy, he's taking some damage right now.
Yeah, this is, it's getting tough to watch.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Don't get me wrong, Monty, I'm having a great time. I'm not looking away. You know, you and me are here for the duration. I'm not going to look away, but just as a human being, when you see Roberts getting hit with some of these shots.
Oh, and Dedrek goes for the takedown. That threw him, it surprised him. He's got to stay tight because Roberts is going for a triangle right now. Roberts is trying to, Roberts wants the triangle. He wanted the triangle.
So much blood and sweat. It would be incredibly difficult, but you're 100% right. He's wanted this fight on the ground. That's an aspect of his game that he's really looking to emphasize, but here we go.
Man, he's taking some heat, man.
He is leaking. Oh, and he landed a big left right there.
Yeah, he did. He landed a big left right there. Dedrek's corner's telling him right now. They're telling him right now to be careful. Robert's corner's telling him, you got to finish this.
2 minutes away from what in all likelihood will be a Dedrek Sanders decision, but man, I think danger is at an all-time high. You got a desperate man in there in Michael Roberts right now.
Oh, he's got the inside. Oh, he almost had it. Cage saved him. Dedrek's got to be very careful. He's got a game plan from that takedown.
And he's got urgency now. He knows it's now or never. It's got to work. Minute 30 left here. 90 seconds left in the third round. This is our second professional bout of the evening. 2 more remaining. What a night of fights.
Absolutely, man. We still have 2 fights left.
I know. I can't believe it. I mean, I feel like the pros are going to give us a heart attack here. These are crazy, crazy bouts. Big elbow right there. Inside of 1 minute remaining in this bout.
Nice takedown. Now Sanders has to relax and make sure that he doesn't do anything. He's got 45 seconds.
Sanders just finds a way to hurt you from every position in a fight.
Yes,
He's
he
constantly just distributing damage.
Right now, Sanders is going for the sub. His team's telling him to go for it. Roberts' team is telling him to go for it. Sanders' team's telling him to back out, be careful. Posture, keep your posture high. He's going to try to risk control for the submission. There you go, and it's too late, man.
Yep, right into side control.
Everybody's slippery right now. This is not going to work. Not a la Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva.
Final 10 seconds left in the third. Okay, watch out though.
He's going for a heel hook. He's actually going for a
Is
heel
there danger
hook.
here?
Absolutely. Not enough time.
Oh, Monty.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Give both these men a hand. What
That
a
was a
grueling
war.
fight.
It was grueling, and you know, Dedrek's nickname, Break 'em Down, very fitting for this contest because that's exactly what he did. Over the course of 3 rounds, Sanders used a variety of techniques from elbows, knees, boxing, kickboxing. He broke down Michael Roberts. Roberts showed a great chin, the heart of a warrior. But as you see on the third round replay there, Dedrek was able to end up on top a couple of times. And in the first round, when that inside trip kind of got reversed, it was just a lot of good things happening for Dedrek Sanders.
Great coaching, man. Brian Tidwell, Dorian Prince, that's a force to be reckoned with. Those guys, man,
What a night for them.
what a night for them.
My goodness.
And I've got the score 30-27 across all 3 judges. It should be 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. However, I've been wrong tonight.
Hey, don't say that. It's true, but I agree with you on this count. I think it was pretty clear cut. Roberts didn't go anywhere, and he was dangerous for the duration.
Absolutely.
But Sanders kind of, I mean, Sanders right now is a scary looking guy. He's got blood dripping out of his beard.
Definitely.
And it's not his, that's the thing, it's his opponent's. That's what's scary about it. Well, a great bout, and we're gonna make it official right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes to a judge's scorecards. All 3 judges saw this bout the same, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Dedrek, break 'em down, Sanders.